DNA, we're doing it again. I got a question.
All right, what's your question?
It goes back to one of the last vlogs we did in reference to women wanting to conversate as soon as you get ready to close your eyes when you're a man.
Mm-hmm.
Why come?
What? Honestly, I can't answer why come because I don't think that's the time you're supposed to speak. But I said that may be the only time that you have to talk. Nah, that's funny because I saw it had to be last week. I can't tell you the name of the show, but I saw this show. Something happened during the day. They worked together, just happened to work together in the same place, and something happened. And all day, I guess they didn't get a chance to speak or whatever. So she waited. They went to bed. He got himself together. He kissed her goodnight. Turns over to go to sleep. She's sitting there. And she says, I can't believe. And I just cracked up. Because I thought about what you said. That, why do women have to wait till right before you go to sleep? Not all women do that. But that was funny to me. That just, if for some reason that was sent to me. I mean, I just happened to watch it on that day, and then that was right after we spoke about it. I agree with him because he even said, you had all day long. I've been asking you all day, what's wrong, what's going on, and you wouldn't answer me. Then I finally go to bed. I think everything is okay because you haven't answered me all day about is everything okay? Is everything okay? Is anything wrong? And then I lay down and now I even say goodnight. And now you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
So I kind of got what you said.
Yeah.
Every woman doesn't do that, but I guess the scenario is women do that, and that's why they put it in the show because
Exactly.
it's just too funny.
Exactly. Which proves my point. So.
I think it was just put in the movie.
Well, I mean, we all know if it's on TV, then it must be true. But anyway.
Okay. I wanted to go back to cheating. And I want to know from a man's point of view, and I'll do it from a woman's point of view of cheating. I mean, actual cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Why do men cheat, period? What are some of the reasons that men cheat? And I can only ask a man. You may not be a cheater, but you may know why men cheat because you know men. So I'm asking.
All right. Ladies, pay attention. I'm about to be put out the man club once this gets exposed. Men, going back to the primal instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Men have always been the hunters, the gatherers, the providers, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
Men are also very competitive. Not that women are not competitive. In modern day women, of course, they are, the breadwinners, and, they go out and they raise the kids. And I'm taking nothing from y'all. I don't want no women's groups bashing me. This is strictly opinions. Men, we enjoy a challenge. We like to conquer. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
A very old, or at least in my experience, something that I've heard and I found was an old adage is a guy with 100 girls is a hero.
Mm.
But a girl with 100 guys is a zero.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And that basically, if you're around with your friends and you talking about, man, I was with this girl, yeah, oh yeah. And they call somebody's name and you say, no, not her, this other one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know him to be a player. See, for a man to be a player, that whole Playboy image has always been glamorized and glorified,
Mm-hmm.
in TV and, in cinema and just, amongst your peers.
Okay.
If you're known as a player or a playboy,
Okay.
You know,
Well,
then,
what if
then
you're not
you
known?
looked at with a certain amount of adoration by other
I
men.
get that.
You understand? And the strange thing is, men. This is real funny. I think I've seen this on some form of social media, but I'll give you an example. A man don't go get a pair of $150, $60 tennis shoes to impress a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
A man goes and gets a pair of $150, $60 tennis shoes to impress other men.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
They say that about women.
Yeah. Now, that doesn't mean it has any sexual
Right.
connotations or anything like that.
Right.
You know, but it's about, you know, look at me.
Right.
You know, and then you know, you see him, you be, oh man,
Right.
this is hot. Like yeah, you know, yeah. Where you get those from? You know, and I mean, I used to do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would go and get something, and you know, I don't like having everything that everybody else has.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the individualism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I would go get a pair of sneakers, and I wouldn't go get what everybody else was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
I try to go get something, you know, I call it exclusive.
Uh-huh.
You know, something that nobody else got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I made it my business. And at the time, you know, when I was coming up, I was a bit of a sneaker aficionado. You know, so, you know, I would make it my business to try to go get stuff that other people didn't have. You know, and when I say people, I mean other guys.
Right. Right.
You know, but to get back to your basic question, why do men cheat?
Mm-hmm.
Men, we are cursed and blessed, in a sense. You understand?
Oh, you know.
We have, we have one body,
Mm-hmm.
but we pull in two directions. You understand? Because we have, in a sense, two brains. You know, I'm sure you've heard,
Yeah.
you know, the saying, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you thinking with the little head, not the big head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that happens a lot. You understand? And I mean, you don't necessarily have to see a woman walking around with her breast popping out the top of her turtleneck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can see a nun. You understand?
Okay.
And if your mind goes there, then that's where you're going. You understand?
Okay.
Men, in a sense, not all men, some men,
Mm-hmm.
you know, tend to look at women as, you know, I mean, if you get a rich man, you know, oftentimes you'll see him with what they call a trophy wife,
Right.
you know, or you'll see an older man with a younger woman.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing that because he wants other women to say, "Oh, what's so special about him?" No, he doing that so other men are looking at him and go, "Oh man, look at her. Oh, he with that. Oh yeah." You understand?
Uh-huh.
And the problem is, sex is quite enjoyable. You know, and the reality is, some might argue that it's completely different with other people. Some might argue that it's completely the same with everybody. It's
Right.
just that the individual is different.
Right.
You know, because the basic premise is the same. You know, you want to do to do.
Right.
You know, it's variations of what you do and how you do, and you know, various positionals and you know, a little acrobat and
So you have to
you know,
have
maybe a little oil and some baby chickens. I don't know.
So you think
You know?
that the reason that men cheat is because that they have to have a variety?
I think men enjoy variety. I
Uh,
don't think they have to have it. You know, but I mean, it's
So they're not cheating because there's something wrong with the woman they're with.
no, not all the time.
It's just
Sometimes it is.
well, I understand that they cheat because they want a variety.
It's another notch in the belt.
So it is a
When I was
conquering
younger,
thing.
when I was younger, that's what it was about.
So it's conquering as many
Exactly,
as you can get.
exactly. A hunter gatherer. You got to conquer. That's a challenge.
So do you think the society has made it to where, because it's, I guess back then it wouldn't have been cheating,
No.
and society has made it cheating because we think that we should be controlled. Is that what you think it is? I mean, part of it.
If you single
Mm-hmm.
today and you have relations with a lot of different men,
Mm-hmm.
they call you promiscuous.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm single today and I have relations with a lot of different women,
Mm-hmm.
they call me a player.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. Now, how right is that?
I didn't say it was right. Hey. I just play the game. I don't make the rules.
Well, actually,
Okay.
you do make the rules. You help make the rules,
Hey, these rules was in effect
and
when I
you
got
can
here.
help change them. Somebody made them.
Somebody made them, and somebody said, "Okay, that's a good idea."
So isn't this? Shouldn't be somebody that says no, that's not a good idea.
I'm pretty sure it is. It's not me. It's not me.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not me. You know, I mean, it's who's to say? You know, right now in this modern day era, with all the things that we go through, you know, all the, you know, social, political, all the rhetoric that we put up with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got your sexual preference is a big, big issue. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because they bring your sexual preference in, and then they bring religion in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's how they back that. You know, that's not right. That's not the way it's. Well, if, and I don't want to get into this, but if you're talking religion
Mm-hmm.
and your sexual preference,
Mm-hmm.
then if it wasn't able to go on, then it would not. Because God gave every man and woman
Mm-hmm.
free will,
Mm-hmm.
which means you have the choice to do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mean it right. You know, it might be right to you. You know, it may be wrong to everybody else. You know, it may be wrong to you and right to everybody else. You understand?
Okay.
Everybody has their own opinion, their own right, their own belief system.
Right.
You know, who's to say that it's cheating? You know, now I'm in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're exclusive. There is no
Right.
body else.
Right.
You know, but you take somebody that's say married.
Mm-hmm.
They've been married 10, 12, 15 years. Okay, they have an open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Is that cheating?
Not if it's open to them,
Why?
because it's them. They both know.
And it's how they get down.
Right.
Okay, but in the eyes of matrimony,
Right.
if you're married and you lay with another man's wife,
Mm-hmm.
then you cheating.
But okay, not everybody believes that because there are countries where there are men that have several wives.
Exactly.
So how can
is a-
how can they be right in this?
Mhm. Not just outside countries.
Yeah,
Right here. Right here in the United States.
You're right.
You understand?
But what I'm saying is, if we're supposed to go according to this book, then how can we let that happen?
I don't know. But then again,
But is it right or wrong?
I don't know. You see, it's so many double standards because I got freedom of choice.
Mm-hmm.
I got the right to do what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But that don't mean I got the right to rape somebody, kill somebody, stab somebody, take something from somebody.
Right.
You understand? So it's like a double-edged sword.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who's to say that cheating is actually cheating?
I think it's a society thing.
From a woman's standpoint, how do you feel?
About cheating?
It's gonna get juicy.
If you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't think you should cheat. The reason I say that I don't think you should cheat is because of if the person that you're cheating on doesn't know that you're doing this, and you come back and lay with them, you bringing back whatever you laid with into your bed. And I think that's why, it's, as far as marriage is concerned, they don't want you to do that because you're bringing outside inside. Now, as far as it being just a relationship, I think if you can't do your relationship the way you would do your marriage, you don't need to be in a relationship because it's all the same to me. It's just with or without a piece of paper. So if you care about that person, you don't cheat. I don't care what you say, what you think, what you feel. If you don't want to be with that person anymore, tell them. Or tell them what's wrong. And maybe they'll straighten up and fix it or whatever. I just don't think that people should cheat. That's just my opinion. Now, as far as women cheating or being better at cheating or the reason we cheat, the reason I think that women cheat is because they've been hurt by the man that they're cheating on so many times. Because the first time is not going to be, wow, he cheated on me, but cheat on him. It's not like that with women. Some women, because there are a few women out there that are just like me, and the moment you cheat, they cheat. Women will give you chance after chance after chance, like they give their kids chance after chance. Okay, better get it done this time. That's just how they feel about the man. If you cheat on me, you're hurting my feelings. I'm letting you know I don't think that's right. You cheat on me again. Why would you do that to me? I love you. I do this for you. I take care of you. After so long, you have said this to him so many times. You want to break up, but he don't want to break up with you. So he keeps saying he's sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I don't know why I did it this time. Okay, baby. You right. I know you can't control it. I still love you.
I got one for you.
Now, she wants to know why you think it's okay to cheat on her, and she has never cheated on you. Well, we're finna fix that. I'm about to find out why you cheated on me. And only reason, because now you have made her insecure. So if a man decides, another man says, man, maybe you look good, or, you getting looks now, or whatever it was, because you thought I'm going to exercise, I'm going to do this, I'm going to eat right, now I'm going to look good for him, and maybe he won't cheat on me. Well, I still don't look good enough for him, but so-and-so thinks I look good. The guy at work thinks I look good, Then you get to talking to somebody. You have no intentions of cheating. Your mind is not, I'm going to cheat, but it is in there. That he cheated on me, I have a free pass to cheat.
Which means that is your intention.
Yeah, but I don't want to cheat. I'm hoping he, stops this before it gets too far. But so-and-so keeps talking. Mm-hmm. And you still pretty to him. And he don't understand why you still with so-and-so. Mm-hmm. And he really wants to take you away from all of that, even if it's just for a night. He wants to take you. Why can't I sleep with him? He slept with 50 million women. Why can't I sleep with this one man and feel like a woman tonight? Well, now I'm going to plan it. See, I'm not going to just go and sleep with Joe because I have to plan this. He can never know I slept with somebody else.
So you can be better than him?
No, so that when I do decide to do this, it has to be for me. It can't be for him. Although I'm pissed off that he's done it, and I think that that's the reason I'm doing it. If that's the reason I do it, then why didn't I just tell him? I don't want him to know.
Why?
Because I don't plan on cheating. It's wrong either way. But if you go to dinner with this man, of course this man thinks something totally different on his end, but on your end, you thinking, and you're probably nervous. You're probably, this is your first time ever doing it. You still want to feel beautiful, and this man is making you feel beautiful. Now, I don't care if he brings you flowers or he just says to you, oh, you are so fine. I don't know why you keep putting up with the crap you put up with, or whatever it is. He's giving you what he should be giving you. If you end up sleeping with this man...
And he want to give you what he should be giving you.
True. If you end up sleeping with this man, you may... Afterwards, you may be crying, you may be upset, you can't wait to tell your mom or your girlfriend or somebody because you got to confess now, but you can't tell him. You may want to tell him, but you don't. So you're cheating. You're cheating on this man. Now you do it again, now you're cheating, you just cheat. Now there's no more relationship. That's why I don't understand why men continue to cheat. Because there's no more relationship. Although she keeps trying to make it last, There is no relationship. The more that you cheat, the less you have a relationship. Although you keep saying, "Oh well, maybe I love him, so I don't know why I keep doing this," or "You pissed me off and she was there." Whatever reason you throw out is still wrong. When she sleeps with that man, she's wrong. She feels bad. The third, fourth, fifth time, she ain't mad no more. She just doing it because I don't sleep with him no more, so I'm sleeping with him. But my thing is, why didn't you just break up with this one instead of going off with this one? Because he thinks that you this good girl and he keeps messing up, but you still take him back. The moment that he finds out you're cheating, it's a totally different view. It's not going to be, "Why cheating on you? I understand why you cheating on me." You find that's rare, very rare. Now he ready to kill you in it, man. Why don't you just break up? And that's my thing. If you're gonna cheat, and you say your reason for doing it is because he did it. Now I wanna get out and feel something different, and I do it. If it's that one time and you feel okay about it, and you just got something on your belt and you're all right with it, that's fine. There's nothing I can do because he's messed up so many times, but you're still with him. Now you decide to do it again because, oh well, now I want to be with him. Now it's time to tell him, and vice versa. He ought to tell you, I just want to see her. This is who I want to see. Now, yeah, you messing up your home or whatever it is, but at least you honest. Now, if you got a crazy chicken, and you just got to deal with what's going to happen, and vice versa, you got a crazy man, you're just going to have to deal with what happens. But my thing is, being honest in the beginning is what keeps the relationship. Because him cheating on you, and it's not cheating that he cheats and then he comes back and say, "Well, I cheated." She found out you cheated, and now y'all discussing it. She pissed off and she crying, she mad, whatever. That's what made her go cheat in the first place, because now she's already fixed herself for you, thinking that she has done something wrong. Well, I don't know why we as women do that, think that we have to fix ourselves because you've done something wrong, but that is how it is. And once we find somebody else in our ear where you should be, that's why we end up cheating.
So y'all just fall for game. Basically.
No, it's not falling for game. You can call it that if you like, but it's you need something from him that you're not getting, and somebody else is willing to give it to you.
Okay. What if he's telling you all this stuff, that you're beautiful and that he love you, and y'all, the level of intimacy is exactly where you want it to be, but he's still cheating?
Then he's just a cheater. You're either gonna deal with that, knowing that he's just a cheater, or you're gonna move on. You can only move on or deal with the situation.
What if he has a? There have been men that said this, and I guess they proved it was factual or whatever. But what if they got an addiction to sex?
Why can't they use that addiction on her at home?
What if? I mean, just like a junkie. What if they start jonesing and shit work, and it's noon?
If she knows this about him and she accepts it, then it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But if she knows this or finds this out later and decides, whatever you bringing back, you could be bringing anything back to me, and she says, "Well, are you using a condom at least?" Every time, baby, every time. She has to trust him or she has to leave. Mm-hmm. My thing is, you either want this no matter what is going on his side, or you don't. But you don't continue it if this is hurting you, and then now you got to go cheat. Okay. So it's best to get out of the relationship. I don't care how long you've been in it. You finally found out he been cheating on all these women he done been with, and you, oh God, but I've been with him so long. Mm-hmm. After I get checked and I ain't got nothing, I'm done. Because if I got something that he gave me, where am I going? I might as well stay here. He been doing it.
I'm gonna tell you something. I heard a comedian say this, and I can't repeat it because then that's like copyright infringement. But basically, it was about a man who came home on payday and didn't have any money. And there was a conversation going on between, two women. Mm-hmm. They were siblings, and one said, "Well, let me tell you something. If he come home on payday and he ain't got no money, that's it. He not getting nothing." Another one told him, "If you come home on payday and he ain't got no money, he didn't already had something. You know?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. So, my question is, I understand your point, but what makes women better at cheating? Just because the whole formula of how they plan it and they plot it out and they, got diagrams and charts and graphs and all kind of stuff. Is that it?
That is it. That is exactly it.
That's exactly it.
Exactly it. See, men are, that's why that reference to men are dogs, women are like cats, is because cats can go in a room, you'll never know who's in there and come back out. A dog got to make all kinds of noise and rush in and make barking noise. And you know that dog's been there. Cats don't make no noise. Cats do what they got to do and they walk away. Cats always been smooth.
Now, let me tell you something. And I'm about to piss a whole lot of people off. Well, I'm about to piss a whole lot of women off. But that reference, men are dogs. Okay? Men are dogs is
I don't
something.
say, I hate this, that they say that.
Yeah,
My thing is men act like dogs, not our dogs.
A lot of women like to use that particular vernacular, men are dogs. Well, going back to the beginning, the Bible, according to that,
Right.
a woman came from a man. Hey, look, I don't know, okay?
I'm letting you go.
I don't know.
I'm listening.
You understand? I'm just going by what's said.
I'm listening.
Now, if a man is a dog and a woman came from a man, a man is a dog. If a man is a man and a woman is part of a man and she came from a man, then that makes her a female dog. And there's one term for a female dog, which is not going to sit popular, but quite frankly, it is what it is.
The reason that term is used,
and it
for
rhymes
those
with
women,
witch.
I gotcha.
And
The
it starts with a B.
that men
And
say
wow,
that about
I
the
think you're burning
women.
a hole in my head right now.
I think the reason that the men call the women that is because after you've done all you've done to her, now she's become what you think she is, which is the B word.
Yeah, she's become that monster that you created, basically.
Right. You created her, then you do her wrong. Now, you can reference the Bible all day long, but when we go back and forth with this, you created something you treated wrong when you're supposed to be treating her like she's a part of you. The moment that you cheat on her, she's no longer a part of you. And the witch that you decided to sleep with, if she knows that you're in a relationship, she ain't no better. And we were talking about why I think men cheat or why women cheat. My thing is the reason that men cheat is because the woman that wanted to sleep with him is the reason why he cheated. If women said no, you're in a relationship. How could you even think I would sleep with you? Then it wouldn't be so many cheaters because women would have more respect for themselves. Because if you cheating with this guy knowing that he got somebody gonna cheat on you knowing you got somebody. You can't stop it if you don't stop it with yourself. And everybody keeps doing it. Oh well, if she don't want him, I want him.
It's a perpetual cycle. But let's wrap this up.
Yes.
With that being said, be good to each other. Think about what you do. Think about who you do it with. And think about whether or not you want it done to you.
I would appreciate your comments. Please watch, subscribe, and leave comments.
Check us out. DNA. We out.